Did you know that Bruno Mars was once interviewed by comedian Pauly Shore? Or that his dad brought a boombox to his hospital delivery room? We'll tell you guys all about it. But first, let's see how the singer went from Hawaiian tourist attraction to worldwide megastar performer. With his booming stage persona and songwriting chops, Bruno Mars steamrolled his way into the music charts with his first hit, Just the Way You Are, off Doowops and Hooligans in 2010. Since then, he's had numerous hit singles, Grammy wins, and even performed at 2 Super Bowl halftime shows. It all started with his famous Elvis impression as a kid, and we'll cover that in our lightning round. Hey guys, what up? I'm Lauren McHugh, and get ready for some funk because MicDrop is counting down the 107 music facts about Mr. Bruno Mars. Let's do this. Bruno was born on October 8, 1985, and raised on the shores of Honolulu, Hawaii. His real name is Peter Gene Hernandez Jr., named after his dad, Pete Hernandez. Fact number 2. His mother's from the Philippines and his father's Puerto Rican. They both have other mixes in their ancestry though. Bruno's mom has a slight mix of Spanish descent and his father is part Ukrainian Jewish. There has always been debate about his heritage, and about 15,000 people Google the phrase Bruno Mars ethnicity every month. Fact number 3. Bruno's father was a Latin percussionist and his mom was a vocalist. His father would regularly organize shows at a local Vegas-style venue for the whole family to perform, except for Bruno, who was only 4 years old at the time. Nobody puts Bruno in a corner. Fact number 4. Even though he couldn't perform on stage yet, Bruno was inspired to sing while watching his family perform everything from Motown hits to doo-wop to celebrity impersonations. Fact number 5. He eventually joined his family's band The Love Notes that year, and at 4 years old performed with them 5 days a week. The first time Bruno got up on stage, he belted an Elvis Presley song, and he was hooked from then on. Fact number 6. Bruno has a brother named Eric, as well as 4 sisters, Presley, Tiara, Jamie, and Tahiti, who are also part of the family band. Fact number 7. The singer credits his hometown of Honolulu for exposing him to a wide variety of music. For Bruno, Hawaii was basically in the middle of the world because he could listen to the 1950s classics that his father loved, the traditional genres of reggae and folk music, and even the current pop hits. So, does this mean that Bruno's from Middle Earth? Fact number 8. Bruno left Hawaii after he graduated high school so that he could pursue an entertainment career in Los Angeles. He was tired of performing cover songs for tourists when he felt like he could be doing so much more. Fact number 9. The stage name Bruno Mars comes from his dad naming him after the famous wrestler Bruno Sammartino. The singer then decided to add Mars to his name because lots of girls would say that he was out of this world, and he would think to himself, yeah, I guess I'm from Mars. Fact number 10. Bruno teamed up with Philip Lawrence and Ari Levine to create the Smeezingtons, a songwriting and production group. The Smeezingtons unexpectedly blew up, so Bruno put his dreams of being a solo artist on hold. Fact number 11. Bruno kept his foot in the door of the music industry with steady work that included writing songs for Brandy, a gig singing backup vocals for the Sugar Babes, and of course, his signature Elvis impersonations. Fact number 12. The singer experienced his first taste of success when he helped Flo Rida write the song Right Round, and it topped the music charts in 2009. Fact number 13. The next year, Bruno kept up his songwriting chops by teaming up with rapper B.O.B. for the single Nothing on You and co-writing Travie McCoy's song Billionaire, both of which he sang the chorus for and both of which became top 10 hits. He was slowly but surely establishing himself as a well-respected songwriter in the industry and as a talented singer. Fact number 14. Bruno used the success of Nothing on You and Billionaire to propel himself into the spotlight as a solo artist, and in May of 2010 released his EP It's Better If You Don't Understand. Fact number 15. Bruno's LP Doowops and Hooligans was released later in 2010 and brought with it the smash hit Just the Way You Are. Fact number 16. Doowops and Hooligans was all killer and no filler, with the singer turning every track on the album into vocal gold. He got a little help from artists B.O.B., Damian Marley, and CeeLo. Fact number 17. Bruno's songwriting team, the Smeezingtons, originally wrote Just the Way You Are for CeeLo Green, but in the end CeeLo said that he felt the song was just better suited for Bruno. What a pal. Fact number 18. The deluxe version of Doowops and Hooligans features an alternate version of Just the Way You Are that features rapper Lupe Fiasco. Lupe initially wanted the song for himself, but ultimately ended up as a featured artist on the remix. Hopefully that conversation was not a fiasco. Fact number 19. Just the Way You Are brought major success for Bruno. It charted him at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and established him as only the 3rd male solo artist to earn the #1 spot with a solo debut release that year. The other 2 male artists were Tayo Cruz for Break Your Heart and B.O.B. for Nothing on You. Fact number 20. The meaning behind Just the Way You Are isn't as deep as you might think. Bruno mentioned once in an interview that he wasn't thinking of anything poetic or doing any deep soul searching. He was just trying to tell a story, which makes sense considering he prefers simpler songs. Keep it simple, B. Fact number 21. Bruno tried to make the material on Doowops and Hooligans relatable to both men and women. He said the doo-wops are for the girls and the hooligans are for the guys. He also calls his girlfriend his doo-wop because a doo-wop song is straight to the point and beautiful. Fact number 22. Bruno once admitted to Carson Daly that the lyrics for Just the Way You Are aren't anything spectacular, but that he believes the song was so successful because it's about telling girls they're beautiful, which according to him, a lot of artists artists on the radio weren't doing at the time. Petition for a 24/7 Bruno Mars station, anyone? I'm in. Fact number 23. Before Doowops and Hooligans dropped, Bruno actually released the track Grenade as a promotional single. He first heard the song when his songwriter friend Benny Blanco played it for him in the studio, and he immediately wanted to write on his own version of it. It almost didn't happen though because Benny hesitated at first, since the original band was unsigned and the song was from a CD that was never released. Fact number 24. Grenade tells the story of a man who will do anything for the woman he loves. Bruno also said that it's about a man who's desperately trying to understand what he's doing wrong in his relationship. Good luck, buddy. Fact number 25. We can thank the show Jersey Shore for briefly turning grenade into a slang word meaning ugly girl. So when Bruno first took the song Grenade to the studios, his producers started laughing because they thought the song was supposed to be a joke. But Bruno said he wrote the song way before Jersey Shore even aired. Fact number 26. The singer almost got fatally injured when filming the video for Grenade because during the shoot, only one lane of a tunnel was closed off and he almost walked into oncoming traffic since he couldn't hear the crew shouting at him. Close call. Fact number 27. We're sure they were just trying to be supportive, but Bruno's fans freaked him and his band out when Grenade first came out because they would throw toy grenades on stage during live performance of the song. Maybe they should have written a love song about money instead. Fact number 28. Grenade originally had a 60s Beach Boys vibe until Bruno changed the track by slowing it down and adding some up-tempo beats and dramatic effects. Fact number 29. Another hit off Doowops and Hooligans was the Lazy song, the anthem to doing absolutely nothing. It came about after Bruno and his team hit a creative block. They were trying to write a song that would top the Beatles and gave up until Bruno said, "Today, I don't feel like doing anything," which, as you may know, is the first line of the song. Who knew laziness could be so useful? Fact number 30. The dancing monkeys featured in the Lazy song are actually members of the dance group Unorthodox, who first appeared on the TV show America's Best Dance Crew. Fact number 31. The first version of the Lazy song music video featured Leonard Nimoy, Star Trek's original Spock, fumbling his way around town, but Bruno wasn't happy with this version, so he used $22,000 of his own money to fund another video which he filmed in Diana Ross's daughter's living room. We're a little bit disappointed we didn't get to see the drunken Spock stumbling around in a bathrobe, but we trust Bruno's instinct. Fact number 32. The Lazy song became Bruno's fourth single and made him only the second artist to have 4 number ones in the same year since the band Westlife. Fact 33. Bruno maintained his reign on the charts with the track It Will Rain, which was featured on the soundtrack for the movie The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 1 back in 2011. Fact number 34. The singer had already started writing It Will Rain before he was even asked to contribute to the Twilight soundtrack. He saw the movie and decided it would be the perfect song for the film. He was right. Fact number 35. Bruno feels that the Twilight Saga is a dark love story, which is why he thinks It Will Rain relates well to the plotline of the film, since it's about the darker side of love. He originally only had vocals and a guitar when he first started writing the track, but after seeing the movie, he was inspired to write a melody down as well. Fact number 36. Bruno himself actually doesn't like It Will Rain. He confessed that he turned off the radio when he first heard it on the airwaves because he felt like he sounded like a mosquito singing. In that case, he's the best singing mosquito we have ever heard. He could buzz all day in my ears if he wanted to. Fact number 37. It never really rained in the music video for It Will Rain. A guy was actually standing outside the windows with a hose and pouring water on them to make it seem like it was pouring. Talk about a rain dance. Fact number 38. The Portuguese model that was hired for the It Will Rain music video was nervous around Bruno, so he helped calm her down by giving her guitar lessons during breaks between shooting. Fact number 39. Bruno released his second album, Unorthodox Jukebox, in 2012, 2 years after his first LP. The record brought with it another string of hits, and it did well both commercially and with critics, who highly praised the album. Fact number 40. Locked Out of Heaven was the lead single off the album and quickly set a new record when it became the first song ever to be streamed more than 1 million times in a week on Spotify. Fact number 41. Bruno was once hounded by a UK radio host to confess who he wrote Locked Out of Heaven for, and eventually he spilled the beans and said it was actually about his celebrity crush, Halle Berry. Fact number 42. While working on Locked Out of Heaven, legendary producer Mark Ronson called in the soul band Dap Kings to collaborate on the track, which he had previously worked with on Amy Winehouse's album Back to Black. Fact number 43. Bruno had really wanted Mark Ronson to work with him on Locked Out of Heaven ever since he heard Amy's album. He knew it was difficult to create a club sound with live instruments, and he wanted to see exactly how Mark did it. Fact number 44. Some critics compared Locked Out of Heaven to some of the Police's hits, saying their melodies and singing styles were very similar. But Bruno said that he never tries to sound like anyone else, and usually starts creating songs by playing some guitar and humming a tune along with it. Fact number 45. Another song from Unorthodox Jukebox was the gut-wrenching ballad When I Was Your Man, which is about a relationship Bruno had with a girl before he was a superstar. He took her for granted, and in the end, she left him. I'm sure she's kicking herself now, though. Fact number 46. When I Was Your Man was the most difficult song to write for Bruno. Compared to his other sexy songs, Bruno said that this was the one that left him the most vulnerable and exposed, and it made him nervous. Fact number 47. Originally, when Bruno started writing the material for Unorthodox Jukebox, he vowed to never sing another ballad. But he changed his mind later while writing When I Was Your Man because the inspiration came from an authentic place, and he said it made his blood move. Maybe he was still vibing off the Twilight Saga. Blood. Get it? don't bite me. Fact number 48. At the 2012 Grammys, Bruno received several nominations, but in the end went home empty-handed. But the good thing was, he took the stage for a high-energy performance of his song Runaway Baby, and it established his reputation as a top-notch performer in the music industry. Sing it, Bruno. Fact number 49. In 2014, Bruno was asked to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show, and he rose to the challenge. Critics didn't believe that he'd be able to keep such a large audience entertained, but he proved them so wrong by electrifying the stadium with his dance moves and powerhouse vocals. Killing it, B. He sang some of his own songs, like Locked Out of Heaven, Treasure, and Just the Way You Are, and Runaway Baby. And he was also joined by the Red Hot Chili Peppers to sing their hit, Give It Away. And they gave it. Fact number 50. Producer Mark Ronson teamed up with Bruno Mars for a collaboration on Mark's fourth album, Uptown Special. Mark produced all the songs and even wrote most of them, while other artists provided the vocals. The end result of his efforts with Bruno was the funky dance jam, Uptown Funk. Fact number 51. Mark actually played guitar on Uptown Funk, but had a tough time nailing it in the studio. He got really overwhelmed with the pressure of trying to perfect the part before the producer Jeff Basker had to leave and ended up fainting and vomiting 3 times. He finally got the part down after 82 takes. Hey, practice makes perfect. Fact number 52. Uptown Funk wasn't completed until a year and a half after its inception because a lot of that time consisted of Mark hunting down Bruno on tour for months. Bruno's a seasoned pro by now, but we're pretty sure it's no easy feat to create a new song while you're doing a nationwide tour. Time for the lightning round. Now, before we knew him as Bruno Mars, the singer was already famous for being the youngest Elvis impersonator. Let's take a look at his run as the little rock and roll king. Fact number 53. Bruno would perform in shows around Hawaii as a kid wearing an Elvis Presley costume. His nickname became Little Elvis. Fact number 54. When he was 4 years old, his uncle, who was also an Elvis impersonator, encouraged little Bruno to follow in his footsteps. Soon after, he began performing with his family's band, the Love Notes, as the Little King. Fact number 55. He then performed with his family at the 1990 Aloha Bowl football game in Hawaii. He sang It's Christmas all over the world and wore white silk pants, a sparkly open shirt, and an Elvis signature pompadour. Fact number 56. He gained some attention for his impression and even began performing outside of Hawaii. Young Bruno sang Elvis's Trouble in Memphis, Tennessee in 1990. Fact 57. That year, Bruno was also featured in the UK documentary Viva Elvis, showcasing his best Elvis moves. In the film, 4-year-old Bruno was asked what he likes about the rock and roll king, and his adorable response was, "I like his singing and his dance and his lips." Fact 58. Young Bruno was even interviewed by Pauly Shore and showed him his Elvis dance moves, lip curl, and even his moonwalk. Fact number 59. A couple years later, Bruno made a cameo in the 1992 film Honeymoon in Vegas, which stars Nicolas Cage and Sarah Jessica Parker. If you watch the film, you can see 6-year-old Bruno as little Elvis singing I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. That's the end of the lightning round. Did we miss any little Elvis gigs? Which was your favorite? Comment below and let us know. And tell Bruno he needs to revive his impressions. Okay, now back to the facts. Fact number 60. In an ode to his childhood, Bruno dressed up as Elvis for a performance of Just the Way You Are on Saturday Night Live in 2010. And it looks like he's gotten good at other impressions too, because in 2012 he did an SNL skit where he sang exactly like Steven Tyler, Billy Joe Armstrong, Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, and the king of pop, Michael Jackson. Looks like he can play all the kings now. Maybe he's next in line to the throne. Fact number 61. Bruno's first Super Bowl halftime performance in 2014 made history because at just 28 years old, he was the youngest artist to ever headline the event. Another youngest ever title in the bag. Go, little king. Fact 62. Bruno returned for another Super Bowl halftime performance in February of 2016 for a friendly dance-off with Beyonce, who battled his Uptown Funk beats with her new song, Formation. Fact number 63. Performing at the Super Bowl delayed Bruno's plans for a third album. He had begun writing new material but had to put the songwriting on hold to focus on the halftime performance, so his third album will be coming out a little later in 2016. Fact number 64. Bruno has admitted that he misses his native state of Hawaii because of the laid-back vibe everyone has there, as opposed to the hurried lifestyle people live in Hollywood. Fact number 65. Bruno made a grand entrance into the world as a newborn. While his mother was in labor, his dad turned down the lights in the delivery room to give it a nightclub feel and blasted oldies on a cassette boombox, stealing the show since birth. Fact number 66. The first car Bruno owned in LA was a rundown Volkswagen Jetta. On this beauty, one window wouldn't roll down, there were no locks on the doors, and there was no radio or air conditioning. Cruisin' in style. Fact number 67. His 4 sisters have their own band called the Lilas, which stands for Love You Like a Sister. The group Fifth Harmony originally tried to use the name Lilas on X Factor, until Bruno's sisters made them change it. Fact number 68. The Lilas are set to have their own reality TV show as well, and also have modeling contracts with Robinson's department store in the Philippines. Fact number 69. The record that Bruno is most proud of that he worked on with the Smeezingtons is Kanon's song Bang Bang, which features Adam Levine on lead vocals. Bruno even feels that Nothing on You and Bang Bang could have appeared on the same album because they had such similar sounds due to their live instrumentation. Nothing to schmeeze at, that's for sure. Fact number 70. When he was 15, Bruno had a crush on his teacher and gave her a love letter that contained a ring he stole from his mother. The teacher told his mother and gave the ring back. Maybe he should have bought her flowers and held her hand and given her all his hours of detention. Fact number 71. Bruno and Phil Lawrence of the Smeezingtons got wasted one night and wrote the song called Bedroom Bandit. At the time, they were absolutely sure it'd be a hit, but after they woke up the next morning, they realized it was garbage. I bet it would still chart. Fact number 72. The artwork on the drum set that Bruno used in the 2014 Super Bowl show was actually an enlarged version of the purple heart tattoo he has on his right arm. It reads Bernadette, his mom's name, and it was meant to pay tribute to her since she unfortunately passed away the year before due to a brain aneurysm. Fact number 73. Bruno has another tattoo that's dedicated to his father. It's on his left arm and it says, Pete's Boy. Bruno's other tattoos include a gypsy on his left arm for good luck and a ship's anchor on his right arm. Fact number 74. Bruno's brother Eric Hernandez is also his drummer, keeping it in the family. Fact number 75. The singer hasn't forgotten his roots. With the help of the Grammy Foundation and the Hawaii Community Foundation, he started a fund that provides financial aid to aspiring musicians in need in his home state. Lays and financial aid? I'm going to Hawaii. Fact number 76. At the 2016 Grammys, Bruno won Record of the Year and Best Rap Song Collaboration. And you can bet he partied hard. He carried around a personalized flask that had the lyrics from his song Liquor Store Blues printed on it and gave all of his friends a couple sips, all the while documenting his boozing spree on Instagram. Fact number 77. Bruno made a surprise appearance on season 2 of the TV show Jane the Virgin, debuting a never-heard-before song he wrote years ago called Rest of My Life. Fact number 78. In 2016, Bruno cut ties with his manager Brandon Creed after 9 years. Brandon still works with other artists like Sarah Bareilles and Mark Ronson. Fact number 79. After the singer tweeted a picture of Ben & Jerry's ice cream pints that said Bruno Mars, fans immediately rushed to stores to purchase the extraterrestrial ice cream. But unfortunately, it's not a real flavor, and it was just a joke from Bruno. Such a tease. Fact number 80. The star is an expert at making grilled cheese sandwiches on his tour bus. Instead of using a toaster standing upright, he lays it horizontally so the melted cheese doesn't drip out of the bread. So simple, yet so ingenious. Fact number 81. Bruno is known for always sporting a gray fedora, which makes an appearance on a lot of his music videos. He has since retired the fedora, and it is now kept in a safe at his mother's house back in Hawaii. Fact number 82. Weird Al spoofed Bruno Mars and B.O.B.'s song Nothing on You and turned it into a hilarious parody called Another Tattoo. Fact 83. Bruno apparently has a doppelganger. 4-year-old child model Ryan Seacrest shot to fame after Khloe Kardashian posted an Instagram photo of him next to one of Bruno Mars with his shades on sporting a similar wavy updo. Fact number 84. In April of 2016, Missy Elliott posted Instagram pics of her hanging out with Bruno, and fans collectively lost their minds at the idea of the two working together. Neither artist has announced plans for a collaboration, but can you imagine Misdemeanor's sick beats paired with Bruno's crooning? That would definitely make a dynamic duo. Hashtag funk it up. Fact number 85. In 2015, Kanye West realized that his habitual ranting about artists not deserving their awards was losing him fans, especially after he said that Beyonce should have won the Grammy instead of Beck. Yeezy decided to start tweeting out apologies, including one that he used to hate on Bruno Mars, but now he respects what he does as an artist. Fact number 86. Believe it or not, it took over 3 years for Bruno's manager to convince Atlantic Records to sign the star because they thought that he needed a little more artist development. Have you not seen his Elvis bit? I think he's pretty good. Fact number 87. After his career began taking off, Bruno formed his own backing band called the Hooligans. They provide background vocals and sometimes serve as backup dancers too. Fact number 88. Bruno helped co-write Kanon's song Wavin' Flag, which became the anthem for the 2010 FIFA World Cup. Fact number 89. Bruno Mars has become one of the world's best-selling artists of all time. So far, the singer has sold over 100 million albums and singles worldwide. Fact number 90. Bruno previously won 2 Grammys. One for Best Pop Vocal Performance for Just the Way You Are, and the other for Best Pop Vocal Album for Unorthodox Jukebox. Fact number 91. When he first moved to the West Coast, Bruno got an unusual welcome. He tried to pull into a parking space only to find a homeless man defecating in it. To make things worse, no one ever cleaned it up, so every morning he was reminded that he literally lived in a dump. I'm sure that was a motivator to achieve his dreams and move elsewhere. Fact number 92. Bruno was signed to Motown Records in 2004 when he first moved to LA, but the deal fell through. Shortly after, Bruno had meetings with will.i.am's management team, but things didn't work out with that company either. Fact number 93. When they were younger, Bruno's father liked to drum, and his mother liked to hula dance, so it was only fitting that the two first met at a show. Fact number 94. Bruno's favorite food is chicken adobo, which is a popular dish in the Philippines. Fact number 95. Even though he has a larger-than-life personality on stage, the entertainer is only about 5'5" in person. Fact number 96. Bruno never took any music lessons as a kid, but there was always a piano, guitar, and drum set around, so he just taught himself how to play. Fact number 97. Bruno likes to listen to Freddie Mercury, Stevie Wonder, and Michael Jackson because they sing in higher registers just like he does. Fact number 98. Bruno began dating model actress Jessica Cabin in 2011. They appeared together in a Funny or Die video that made fun of Bruno's personality as the perfect man his songs describe. Fact number 99. What do Adele and Bruno have in common? Amazingly, they're both the only artists to have #1 songs that have only piano and vocals. Sweet and simple. Fact number 100. Bruno was once arrested for cocaine possession in 2010 and pled guilty to the charge in court, but his record became squeaky clean again after he completed some community service hours. Fact number 101. While attending Roosevelt High School, Bruno formed a vocal group with a couple of friends and regularly performed golden oldies at the Ilokai Hotel in Hawaii. Fact number 102. CeeLo teamed up with Bruno to write his hit, Forget You. And now, no one can seem to forget that awesome song. Fact number 103. Some of Bruno's idols are Amy Winehouse, Alicia Keys, R. Kelly, James Brown, and obviously, Elvis Presley and MJ. Fact 104. When they were just starting out, Bruno and Philip Lawrence pitched one of their songs to a record label who actually loved it, but wanted someone from their team to record it instead. They were disappointed, but because they desperately needed some money, they ended up selling the song. On the upside, it inspired them to make a living as songwriters. Fact number 105. Bruno helped co-write the track Long Distance for singer Brandy. Fact number 106. Some celebrities have a long list of demands on their writer, but Bruno keeps it simple by only asking to have wet wipes and some red wine backstage when he's performing. Easy come, easy go. Fact 107. Coming full circle, Bruno has caught up to the king of rock and roll in 2013 when I Was Your Man was the 5th #1 hit and came out about 3 years after his first #1 single. This means that Bruno racked up his first 5 #1s faster than any male since Elvis Presley. Go Bruno. Following in your idol's footsteps. Once again, guys, I'm Lauren Mayhew, and you just finished watching MicDrop's 107 music facts about Bruno Mars. Did you guys enjoy these facts? If you did, make sure to subscribe because we're bringing you guys more facts about your favorite musicians every single week. Let us know what artists we should feature next, and make sure to check out our other videos. See you guys next time.